Okay, let's turn on our transmitter. And I'm going to take my throttle safety switch off so it reads my throttle stick. All right, and I don't know if I mentioned it. Oh, there we go. It's going to give me a warning if it's not in the default position. And I'll show you, I'll produce another video to show you how to set those up. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the screen light, I believe, is only illuminated when you're using the internal RF chip. If you're using an external module, that will not be illuminated. It kind of lets you know that the internal module is being used or the external module is being used, okay? All right, so let's press our mode button here to go into our menu. And we want to go to our transmitter settings menu. And in the sub menu, we want to select stick mode. And then we want to select calibration. Now, this calibration is not only going to calibrate the sticks, but it's also going to calibrate these pots up here in the front and the pots behind the shoulders on each side. So if you don't have those associated with a channel, I would associate those with the channel before you begin the calibration, and also make sure that you're using a model slot so that you've got dual rates at 100% for everything so that you're seeing the full range in the channel monitor once you complete the calibration. You're not going to be able to tell if the calibration if the sticks are being read through the whole range if you've got less than 100% dual rate on your sticks, okay? Just as a side note for that. All right, so let's select calibration, and it's saying please move the joystick and the knobs to the middle position. So my knobs, my pot styles up here are already in the center position. The pot styles behind the shoulders of the transmitter, they're spring loaded, so when you release them, they'll go to the center position. So let's put our throttle stick in the center position. I think that's got it. All right, so we can select OK here that we're centered on everything. All right, now it says please move the joystick knob to the maximum, the joystick and the knobs to the maximum and minimum stroke. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if you look at these sidebars right here, when you move the pot styles behind the shoulders, those will move up and down. If you see these 3/4 circles on the top, that's for your pot styles up here. You will see those the red lines move when you move the pot styles. You can see right now that they're pretty well centered. And then the little red dots in the center of the boxes are for your sticks, okay? So I'm going to start with my throttle stick, and I'm going to move it to the whole extent to each corner, and I'm going to do a complete orbit twice on each stick to make sure that I'm reading the whole range, and then I'll put it back into the center position. And then my right stick, same thing, go to each corner a couple of times. Okay, and then put it back to center, and then I'm going to use my left pots here. I'm going to put it down to the minimum. I'm going to put it to the maximum. I'm going to put it to the minimum again, and then to the maximum, and then back to the center position. And then the right pots in the front here to the minimum, to the maximum, to the minimum, to the maximum, and then to the center position again. Okay. And then the pots behind the left shoulder, I'm going to move that to the bottom, then to the top, and then to the bottom, and to the top. And then the same thing with the pot style on the right, behind the right shoulder, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom, to the top. Okay, so everything is centered again. We've moved everything through the full range. So now we can select OK. All right, so we've completed calibration. So let's back out of our submenus, back to our home screen, and then if I hit the end button one more time, it will put me into the channel monitor, okay? All right, so first let's check our throttle stick. I'm getting at the bottom, it's -100. At the top, it is +100, so that looks good. And then we'll check the rudder, which is on channel 4, -100, +100. Okay, now the aileron, which is on the on channel 1, minus 100, plus 100. And then the elevator stick, push it all the way up. That'd be minus 100. All the way down would be plus 100. And then we'll check our left pot style. That is on channel 6, minus 100, plus 100. Okay, I'll put that back into the center position.
And completion.
Okay. And then the front right pot style, which is on channel 8. So that's plus 100, minus 100. We'll put that back into the center position. Okay. And then the pot style behind the left shoulder, which is on channel 7, minus 100, plus 100. That looks good. And then the pot style behind the right shoulder on channel 13, minus 100, plus 100. Okay, so go back to our main menu. Okay, so everything tested okay. Our calibration is complete. We're getting full range on the sticks. We're getting full range on the two pot styles in the front. We're getting full range on the two pot styles behind the shoulders of the transmitter. So calibration is good. We're getting full range readings and everything as we should. So we'll go ahead and power off. All right. That's a wrap on this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.